Franco Matías Di Santo is an Argentine footballer who plays as a striker for German club Werder Bremen. He began his career at Chilean club Audax Italiano, earning a £3.4 million, moved to Chelsea in 2008 and a first-team place following good form in the reserves. After a season on loan at Blackburn Rovers he moved to Wigan Athletic for a £2 million, where he won the FA Cup in 2013 but was released after the club's relegation. Di Santo has represented the Argentina national football team on 3 occasions. He was nicknamed Crespito after Chelsea's former Argentinian striker Hernan Crespo. Club career: Audax Italiano. Born in Mendoza, Mendoza Province, Di Santo began his club career in the Chilean team Audax Italiano. In the 2006-07 season, he scored 26 goals in 76 matches, including 1 goal in 6 matches in the Copa Libertadores. Then, in 2007 he scored 12 in 17 matches for the club, including 1 goal in 4 matches in the Copa Sudamericana. On January 25, 2008, Di Santo signed for English Premier League side Chelsea on a 4.5-year contract for a fee of £3.4 million. Chelsea, 2007-08 season, Di Santo scored on his debut for Chelsea reserves on February 11, 2008. Getting a late goal in a 2-2 draw with Fulham reserves and scored his second goal in as many appearances, against Reading reserves on March 3. On April 14, he scored his first hat-trick for Chelsea's reserve team against Tottenham reserves. The most spectacular of the 3 goals being a volley from a Branislav Ivanovic cross that found the top right corner. In the last reserve match of the season, Di Santo scored his 7th goal in 8 reserve games against Aston Villa. He finished the 2007-08 reserve season with 12 reserve goals in 8 games. 2008-09 season, Di Santo trained with the first team in 2008-09 pre-season and flew out with the squad on their tour of China. Ahead of their first game on tour, he was handed the number 36 jersey and came off the bench in that game against Guangzhou Pharmaceutical, to score the 3rd goal during a 4-0 victory. He scored his 2nd goal of the pre-season campaign in the 65th minute against the Chilean Blades in a 7-0 victory after he had replaced Nicolas Anelka 5 minutes before. On August 31, Di Santo made his first team debut in the 1-1 home draw with Tottenham Hotspur, coming on in place of Nicolas Anelka in the 88th minute of the game. His UEFA Champions League debut came against CFR Cluj, replacing Florent Malauda in the 70th minute of a 0-0 draw on October 2. On January 3, 2009, Di Santo made his FA Cup debut in the 3rd round, replacing Joe Cole for the last 6 minutes against Southend United in a 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. Di Santo came on as a substitute for Florent Malauda with half an hour remaining and Chelsea a goal down against Stoke City on January 17, 2009. He assisted a goal in the 88th minute for Giuliano Belletti to make it 1-1, and Frank Lampard then scored a 94th minute winner. On May 30, Di Santo was an unused substitute as Chelsea won the 2009 FA Cup final against Everton. He made 8 substitute appearances during Chelsea's 2008-09 Premier League campaign and was afterwards linked with a loan move to Blackburn Rovers. Di Santo scored his first goal of the 2009 pre-season against Club Arma Copyright Rica. He also provided an assist to teammate Florent Malauda a minute later. Chelsea won the game 2-0 to win the World Football Challenge. Loaned to Blackburn Rovers, on August 3, 2009, Di Santo joined Blackburn Rovers on loan until February 2010, with the option of extending the loan by 6 months to June 2010. He made his debut for Rovers on the opening day of the season, August 15, replacing Jason Roberts in the 65th minute of a 2-0 home defeat to Manchester City. He made his first start in the next match, away to Sunderland a week later, but was substituted for Nicola Kalinic due to injury after 14 minutes. Blackburn lost 2-1. He recovered from injury after a month, starting a 2-1 home win over Aston Villa on September 26, in which he won David Dunn's winning late penalty after his shot was handled by Richard Dunn. On October 18 he scored the only goal of his loan in a 3-2 home win over local rivals Burnley, also assisting David Dunn with a flick. As a result of his good performances, Rovers extended his loan deal by a further 6 months until June 2010. However, after his extended loan, Di Santo saw less time on the pitch due to his poor goals-to-games ratio and was often used more as a late substitute. He was not selected for Rovers' final squad of the 2009 Euro-10 season, against Aston Villa. Wigan Athletic. On August 31, 2010, Di Santo signed a 3-year contract with Wigan Athletic for a transfer fee of £82 a million. He made his debut on September 11, appearing as a 54th-minute substitute for Hendry Thomas in a 1-1 draw against Sunderland, in support of his compatriot Mauro Bozelli. In the following game, against Manchester City, he started for the first time as Wigan lost 2-0 at home. On April 23, 2011, Di Santo replaced Charles Nzogbia for the last 7 minutes of a 4-2 defeat at Sunderland and scored the last goal of the game in added time. It was his first goal since October 18, 2009. On the opening day of the following Premier League season, Di Santo won a penalty from Richie DeLate, which teammate Ben Watson converted into a goal in the 1-1 draw against Norwich City. On August 27, 2011, the third game of the season, he scored 2 deflected goals and a 2-0 win against Queen's Park Rangers and left to a standing ovation from the home crowd when substituted for Connor Summon. On September 17, he scored again at Goodison Park against Everton, a deflected effort off Tony Hibbert to take the lead, but eventually Wigan lost 3-1. Di Santo scored his first goal of the 2012 Euro-13 season in a 2-0 away win at newly promoted Southampton on August 25, opening the scoring in the 51st minute with a finish high into the net from inside the area. He was an unused substitute as Wigan defeated Manchester City in the 2013 FA Cup final, manager Roberto Martinez instead playing around O'Connor Copyright and Callum McManaman in attack. On June 30, 2013, Di Santo was released by Wigan. Werder Bremen. On August 14, 2013, Di Santo signed a 3-year contract with Bundesliga club Werder Bremen. He made his debut in a 1-0 defeat to Borussia Dortmund 9 days later, replacing Marco Onortevia in the 67th minute. On November 14, in the last 5 minutes of a home game against Mainz, he assisted Aljero Elia and then scored his own first Bundesliga goal, but Bremen still lost 2-3. He finished his first season at the club with 4 goals from 23 league appearances. On November 1, 2014, away to 1. FSV Mainz 05, Di Santo scored 2 goals, as Bremen came from behind to register their first win of the season after 10 games. This brace put him joint top of the Bundesliga scorers, with 6 goals. International career. Di Santo made his debut for the Argentina under-20 team in 2006 and scored his first goal in a game against the French under-20s. He was part of the under-20 squad that participated in the 2007 South American Youth Championship in Paraguay, which Brazil won by a 2-point advantage over Argentina. He was also called up to the 2009 South American Youth Championship in Venezuela, but was not allowed to take part due to Chelsea's injury crises. From 2006 to 2009 Di Santo earned 25 under-20 caps and 5 goals. On October 31, 2012, Di Santo was handed a call-up to the Argentina national team squad by manager Alejandro Sabella for their upcoming friendly against Saudi Arabia on November 14, 2012. In May 2014, Di Santo was recalled to the Argentina national team, in the 30-man provisional squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. BBC Sport called him a surprise inclusion. However, later that month, he was one of 4 players cut from a second provisional 26-man squad. Career statistics, club, international, as of April 10, 2013, honours, Chelsea, FA Cup, 2008 Euro 09, Wigan Athletic, FA Cup, 2012 Euro 13, references. External links, Franco Di Santo career stats at Soxerbase.